Forest faithful, get ready for what's coming now. The air at the City Ground is buzzing with a mixture of excitement, reflection, and a dash of the unexpected. Today, we're diving deep into updates that could shape the very core of our team. With a rising star who's turning heads, a beloved hero from our promotion campaign making surprising moves abroad, and a pivotal figure whose future could determine the very fabric of our midfield. If you live and breathe this badge, hit that like button, comment your hottest take, and subscribe. Let's make our voice the loudest in football media. If you thought you already knew how this season would go, think again. Because what's happening behind the scenes could change everything. The City Ground is alive with whispers, and the name on everyone's lips isn't who you might expect, but perhaps who we desperately need. As the saga surrounding Morgan Gibbs-White continues, with the Tottenham approach causing a stir and Forest considering a formal complaint, the club isn't waiting around. They're actively scouting, and a particular talent still largely under the radar for many is quickly becoming a priority. This young player, a 21-year-old midfielder from Leicester City, stood out in a struggling team last season, creating an impressive 42 chances in the Premier League. His ability to consistently impact games, even when surrounded by challenges, speaks volumes about his potential. What makes this prospect even more intriguing are the glowing endorsements from those who know him best. His former coach at Genk, Michel Ribeiro, describes him as fearless under pressure, always seeking the ball and possessing an incredible ability to find spaces and read the game at lightning speed. These are precisely the qualities that make Gibbs-White so invaluable to us. And if you need further proof of his caliber, consider this. None other than Pep Guardiola was visibly impressed by his performance when Leicester faced Manchester City, offering direct praise for his game. This young man himself, with an infectious confidence, stated in December 2024 that his standout performance was simply the Bilal I know, hinting at an even greater potential yet to be fully unleashed. Leicester's valuation of around $40 million might seem steep, but given their recent relegation and need to balance the books, Forest could potentially secure his signature for less. If this transfer materializes, we wouldn't just be signing a player, we'd be bringing in a dynamic force capable of unlocking defenses and driving our attack forward. He's a player who thrives on risk, unafraid to try the extraordinary, and possesses the vision to deliver crucial progressive passes. He could not only fill the void left by Gibbs-White, but also elevate our midfield to new heights, injecting fresh energy and tactical brilliance. And when you thought it couldn't get crazier, it did. The player turning heads and potentially becoming our new creative engine is Bilal El Khanous. But that wasn't the end of it. In fact, it was just the beginning. The cool Eastern European breeze might soon blow back towards the heart of Nottingham, carrying with it the memory of one of our most unlikely heroes. Remember that magical 2021-22 season when Forest, under Steve Cooper, rose from the ashes to achieve that longed-for promotion to the Premier League. Several players stood out, from Brennan Johnson to James Garner, but there was a pillar in defense, a true warrior who rarely failed in his missions. The one who, amidst the squad overhaul for the elite, seemed to have gone his own way, seeking new challenges in foreign lands. Imagine the surprise when rumors began to circulate about a possible reunion. Not necessarily at the City Ground, but perhaps in a European clash that would pit old teammates against each other. After a spell at Las Palmas, which already seemed like a random destination, the news that this robust defender was heading for medical tests at a Europa League giant, Dinamo Zagreb, caught many off guard. This player's story is proof that football comes full circle, and even away from the Premier League spotlights, his legacy at Forest is undeniable. With Inruna's 6 appearances in the red shirt, including 25 in the top flight, he was a fundamental part of our ascent. There was even a minor contract dispute that kept him from a possible extension, but none of that erases the memorable performances, especially his Player of the Match award in the playoff final, a moment that will forever be etched in the memory of the fans. The possibility of seeing him on the pitch against Forest next season, should both clubs qualify for the Europa League, would be an epic reunion, worthy of a roaring reception at the City Ground. Wherever he goes, the Forest faithful will never forget his impact. But hold on, because the next twist might change everything you thought you knew. The hero of our promotion, whose surprising move could lead to an unexpected European encounter, is Scott McKenna. Believe it or not, the most shocking part of this story is still to come. As the city of Nottingham vibrates with transfer speculations and the focus shifts from one promising talent to a returning hero, another pivotal narrative is unfolding behind the scenes. This one concerns a player whose continued presence or departure could fundamentally alter the entire complexion of our midfield for seasons to come. The whispers began subtly, but they've grown into a roar. The imminent departure of Morgan Gibbs-White to Tottenham Hotspur, despite the ongoing dispute about the legality of their approach, has forced the Forest hierarchy to accelerate their plans. And it's in this scramble for a fitting replacement that a different yet equally significant name has surfaced. While the attention has been on the exciting prospect of Bilal El Khanous stepping into a creative role and the nostalgic potential of Scott McKenna facing us in Europe, the focus now shifts to a player who embodies the kind of direct, impactful presence that Gibbs-White brought to the pitch. The Forest has been meticulously scouting, building a list of potential successors, and among them, one name has consistently stood out, not just for his raw talent, but for his proven ability in the Premier League. This midfielder from Aston Villa, valued at a substantial $40 million, represents a significant investment, but one that could redefine our attack. What makes this player particularly appealing is his blend of youth, experience, and an undeniable drive. He's a player who isn't afraid to take on defenders, drive forward, and link play in the final third. His work rate coupled with his technical ability makes him an ideal fit for the dynamic football that Steve Cooper or any future manager would want to implement. The fans, while understandably concerned about losing a player of Gibbs-White's caliber, are also buzzing with the possibility of this new acquisition. Social media is awash with discussions about his potential impact, with many seeing him as a direct, powerful replacement capable of hitting the ground running. He represents the club's ambition to not just replace, but to potentially upgrade a crucial position. This is about ensuring our competitive edge remains sharp, even if it means significant investment. And the player behind this silent revolution was the last one most expected. But now, he's the one nobody can stop talking about. The crucial midfielder who could solidify our core for years to come is Jacob Ramsey. So the question isn't if this team can lift silverware, it's whether the rest of the football world is even ready for what's coming. With a squad that is shaping up and strengthening, Forest is preparing for a season where every match will be a new page in an epic story. If this got your heart racing, don't forget to like, comment your boldest prediction, and subscribe. Because trust me, this saga has only just begun.